2016 Paris Agreement on climate change has set ambitious targets, cutting global greenhouse gas emissions and holding average temperature increases at 2 degrees centigrade. These commitments come with huge needs for investment, putting sustainable finance centre stage. I'm Stefanie Linhardt, Europe editor at The Banker, and in this Viewpoint series, in association with HSBC, we look at global trends in sustainable finance. We travel to Hong Kong to speak to experts about the perspective of the world's largest emitter, China. And we ask, why is sustainable finance becoming increasingly popular amongst investors? And where is its future at a time when climate change denial has entered the White House? But first, we are in London to get an overview of the market's latest trends and its further potential. And for that, I'm now speaking to Daniel Klier from HSBC. Daniel, sustainable finance has been growing in importance, and that's not just since last year when we've had the Paris Agreement on climate change. Tell me, what are the main trends at the moment in sustainable finance?
Climate change is certainly recognized as one of the biggest threats to human society, and banks and financial institutions have a pivotal role to play. It is estimated that we need about 90 trillion of investments into clean energies and energy efficiency by 2035. And this has to come from somewhere. It will not just be banks, it will be combining investor demand and financing opportunities into a completely new way of thinking about the financial services industry going forward.
Where would you say do you see the main activity at the moment?
You see investments are coming from very different areas. We estimate that more than 50% of investments into sustainable finance are coming out of Asia, China being the significant driver in this area. But also areas like electric vehicles, smart grids, smart cities are new areas that we haven't thought about before.
So I've read about the need for additional investment in climate smart cities. Apparently $375 billion is needed by 2020. Now, how can financial institutions help to achieve this goal?
So cities will play a very fundamental part in this. They will face one of the biggest threats, but also create one of the biggest opportunities for change. Urbanization will only exacerbate that problem because we will have more and more people flow into cities and make this challenge only bigger. Financial institutions can play a massive role in this because we can bring all the different actors together, governments, regulators, individuals, corporates, and create new approaches to this. Take electric vehicles. To make this a success, you will need to create a charging infrastructure across the entire city. You will need to make people comfortable that they have charging infrastructure close to their homes, and you will need to completely change the way we redeploy renewable energy sources and storage to bring these two sides together. This is something a city can do, but you need all the actors working together on that. Banks and financial institutions can be a major catalyst in this quest.
If we're bringing them all together, we talk a lot about governments, we talk a lot about corporates. What is HSBC doing in this area?
HSBC was one of the first institutions to move into this space. In 2007, we set up a Climate Change Center of Excellence, which is our research house in this space, and we've won many awards, and we've raised our public awareness and our public recognition in this space. Over the last years, we've stepped up our engagement by creating a Climate Business Council, by setting up dedicated teams, but we now realize that it's really time to make this business as usual. We need to move into a space where every RM is comfortable to talk to their client about the opportunities that the transition to a low-carbon economy creates for their business models, for the industries, and for the clients of our clients.
Daniel Klier, thank you very much.
Thank you.